Nation. Man Vin TV, a.k.a. me TV, a.k.a. I told you to watch out for the hook, Judah. I told you. And you just don't listen. You don't listen. That's at that point, you don't listen. Look, and I say this because for those who don't know, all right, on Saturday, all right, we're just going to start right now. Zab Judah versus Amir Khan. Now, look, guys, I was on the Twitter, right, with Mike Vick. And for those who need to see the proof, just go to my Twitter feed. You can see, Mike Vick had said before the fight started, he said he expects Zab, and he called him Big Head Judah, to win the fight. That's what he said. Now, I got back at him. I said, look, Zab Judah can win this fight if Zab Judah stays away from Khan, keeps his jab, just keeps, pumping out the jab, stay away. Don't let him get close and throw that hook. If he throws that hook, it's over. It's over. All right? I said, but I predicted that Zab Judah would win if he stuck with the jab. And how did Zab Judah lose? He got destroyed in every fucking round from the hook because he didn't listen. And this is why I don't understand. This is not why I don't understand. If the guy is more physical than you, you keep your distance, you change up your strategy. We saw this with Hay versus Klitschko. You change up your strategy. Zab Judah went in there and decided to throw this overhand right bomb, and if that didn't work, up was the right-handed uppercut, because apparently Amir Khan does have problems defending the uppercut. He does. But these one-shot bombs is not going to work. They're just not going to work. I don't understand what he was thinking. I mean, seriously, the guy was more physical than you. You didn't keep your distance. You didn't stay on your feet. You didn't, just try to circle the ring. No, you just try to go into him and try to throw bombs. You're not going to win that fight, Zab Judah. No, you're just not. All right? And I understand the way he lost. Look, I'll be fair. All right? A low blow, and this is how I see it. Because when he went into the uppercut, it pushed the belt up. It was at the bottom of the belt, and it did push the belt up. So it does look like a low blow. I mean, and I understand Zab Judah's, his excuse of being counted out, because it is true. When you fall down, you get a standing 8. Even the commentator said he's getting a standing 8. He didn't get a standing 8. All right, he didn't get one. The ref just kept going, and then Zab said he was waiting for him to say, all right, it's 8. Get up. It's time for you to get up. Get the standing 8 so we can get up. But it didn't even seem like that Zab Judah was even listening anyway. I mean, to be honest, and to be truthful, he got destroyed in every round. So I don't think it was going to matter. It was a matter of time for him to fall. I don't think he should have lost that way, but it is what it is. All right, Amir Khan, congratulations. You clearly deserve the fight. You clearly deserve the win. And then afterwards, I got back at Mike Vick and was like, yo, give your boy credit. Give your boy credit. Seriously, come on. You know what I mean? But speaking of other punches, guys, speaking of punches, did y'all get a chance to see what happened with the biking? Now, I did this about two seasons ago when we were talking about NHL playoffs, and I told you I was a little pissed off at the bikers, because Versus was showing cycling, when the playoffs should have been on at the time. Well, cyclers all of a sudden starting to get a little gangster on people.
Armstrong won. I don't suppose we've got 1 million today, but we have one heck of a lot of people watching the Tour de France. 2 Danish people. They're the Vikings trying to catch up with Contador.
Hey, yo, somebody's looking for that Falcon Punch, Look, anyways, guys, the story goes, Alberto Contador, yeah, that's his real name, all right? That's pretty cool. But anyways, Alberto Contador was caught last year doping. And at this point, what cyclist doesn't get caught doping, am I right? So, anyways, the fan that's running next to him is actually heckling him. Now, look, all right, this is a half and half at this point, because I don't have a problem with the way he acted, but I can understand you don't hit fans. But you have to understand, if a fan can get that close to you and heckle the shit out of you while you're in the middle of of competition, yeah, I think I'd punch him too. So I don't have a problem with him punching him, but I do understand you can't hit fans. You know what I mean? You just can't. So I understand it, guys. Because I put it like this, if he lets that fan heckle him, he's going to have more fans heckle him. So since he punched him, I think other fans are going to say, okay, maybe we shouldn't get so close to him. We'll do it from a distance. You know what I mean? So look, we need to move on. NFL. Yes, NFL's back. I told you guys for how long now that they were going to let, they weren't going to let this happen, all right? There's too much money on the table for the season. There's no way they were going to let the lockout end, for all season. No way, all right? Now, I want to talk about this because Philly fans, oh my God, over the weekend, we got a lot of rumors, all right? And we'll see what happens, all right? The first, we'll start with Reggie Bush. There's talk about Reggie Bush coming to Philadelphia. Hey, now look, Brian Westbrook said he wanted to come back to Philadelphia to be a third down back. So that means he only gets a certain amount of plays, to relieve LaShawn McCoy, all right? We know that, all right? But if we can get Reggie Bush You know he's a good utility back. You know he'll fit the scheme because the Eagles love to throw, love to throw the flare and the option. It would work for Reggie Bush. Do I see it happening? Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. He could be a good, backup for McCoy. He's he's a faster, more physical backup for McCoy than Westbrook would be. All right. So we also need to move on real quick because you guys know what I'm getting ready to talk about, and that's Brett Favre. Yep, you heard me. Brett Favre. You already know how I feel about Brett Favre. Fuck Brett Favre. Fuck him. You know how I feel about this dude. Look, let him stay the fuck. No. Howard Eskin, stop kissing Brett Favre's ass. My sources say that this, and Anthony Gargano, my sources say that no gives a fuck. All right? Nobody wants Brett Favre. The thing is, Philly fans are like, yo, we don't want Brett Favre. And now I'm getting messages from New Yorkers, from guys from Cali, I'm getting from Denver. Yo, you shouldn't get Brett Favre. He sucks. Yes, nobody in the NFL wants to see Brett Favre play anymore. He's an attention whore, and we do not need that on our team. We got enough fucking divas. All right? No. We don't need Brett Favre. Let him keep his ass at home, or what does he do now? Practice with high schoolers? Let him be a god to high schoolers. No one gives a shit. All right? There's also talk, Kevin Kolb. All right? Now, we already know Kevin Kolb may be going to Arizona because he's already had practices with, Larry Fitzgerald, all right? Private practices. So, as far as I'm concerned, let him go. We'll take Cromartie. As far as I'm concerned. Also, Cleveland is talking about getting Kevin Kolb. Now, look, I don't understand this because you guys have a quarterback. You got Colt, you got Colt 45. You got Colt McCoy. So I don't understand. And think, Colt McCoy has more playing time than Kevin Kolb. He just does. So I don't understand. No. Seriously. Don't, Cleveland, don't go for it. Don't go for the okie doke. Just don't. All right? Now, I will say this, all right? Now, you guys said cornerback-wise that you want to see Asamoah or whatever. Well, there's reports that Asamoah is going, more likely he's going to go to Dallas. Yes, to Dallas. Why? Because Dallas has all this money, and the only people that can match Dallas right now is the Raiders. Yeah, so they're the only two teams really pretty much fighting for it because he's going to want a big contract. So Dallas Cowboys, you may be getting a new cornerback. I'm just saying. All right, now, I need to move on real quick. Ravens news. Yes, Baltimore Ravens. You guys, man, I don't understand what's going on. Now, for those who don't understand their situation, they are $1.8 million over the salary cap. There is talks of them getting rid of Willis McGahee, Todd Heap, and Mason. That's right. And we just talked about this last week in the comments. Guys, all right, don't let Joe Flacco throw the ball, all right? He's just not that good. I didn't understand last year why he was given so many times to throw the ball. I didn't understand it, all right? You actually lost games because of it last year. And Ravens fans last week had said the same thing. They was like, yo, we don't know why he's getting a chance to throw the ball so much because you know your team is prided off of defense and running. You guys said that, your O-line is getting old, so the run game probably won't be that effective. Well, I would work on that O-line in anything. I would just say, because you can't let Joe Flacco keep throwing the ball like that. And now that Mason may be gone, we already know he retired once, all right? And he's talking about retiring after if the Ravens win the Super Bowl, but he may not even get a chance now, and he may release his ass, all right? So you have to understand that he's going to have no targets to throw to, really. I'm just saying. Y'all got to do something about that. I'm just saying, all right? Also, Denver Broncos news. Oh, my God. Now, look. I got a lot of friends in Denver, all right? A lot of friends in Denver. I don't think I have that many fans in Denver due to the fact what I said about Tim Tebow 2 seasons ago, but that's what we're going to talk about. Tim Tebow. What the fuck, Denver? There's talks already of getting rid of Kyle Orton. Why would you get rid of Kyle Orton? This makes no sense. Did you see the guy's stats last year? Did you? No way. No way should you be getting rid of him. And I'll say this, because because at this point he is considered an established or even a veteran quarterback. He is, all right? You're willing to give Tim Tebow, and I say this because you got rid of your coach because he went and got Tim Tebow in a number of things and what happened, that built up to that, all right? But you got Tim Tebow, all right? He's a glorified third-string quarterback last year. That's what he was, all right? He got these big endorsement deals from Jockey. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the commercials where he walks and says, Tim Tebow's t-shirt is cooler than you. I don't give a shit. All right? He's doing books. He's on Letterman. What the fuck? What has Tim Tebow done to get this type of, like I said, outside of college, what has he done to get this type of mass appeal? What has he done? And like I said, after talking to friends from Denver, I say this because I was talking to them on the phone before I even started this video, all right? And they're just telling me all the shit that's going on. Like last year, all right, when the Super Bowl came around, places in Denver were throwing Tim Tebow Super Bowl parties. What the fuck is that? All right, look, I understand you love God Tebow, but this guy's only taken what? He's only had, 10 plays? You cannot. I thought the Kevin Kolb hype was bad. Seriously, this is horrible. All right, I understand that you have Brady Quinn. We saw what he did in Cleveland. Understand, and a lot of people said, well, his mechanics weren't, used very well in Cleveland. And I said before, that's bullshit. That's just how he is. All right, but now you got Tim Tebow leapfrogging, fucking Brady Quinn. So now you're going to try to trade Kyle Orton for whatever. You're going to make Tim Tebow your starting quarterback, and then you're going to have Kyle Orton sitting in the wing. I mean, Brady Quinn sitting in the wings. This is a joke. This is a joke. All right? I understand you got a new coach, but come on. You want to rock the boat, but this is fucked up. Come on, Denver. Seriously. And like I said, when I talk to my friends from Denver, and I talk to them about every day, every 2 days or whatever, but it's just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, they're on the phone like, yo, I hate Tim Tebow. Like, seriously. Because everywhere they go, it's Tim Tebow this, Tim Tebow that. And if it's not Tim Tebow, it's the Rockies. What happened to the Avalanche? I'm just saying. But Denver, y'all need to get y'all shit together. That's fucked up. That really is fucked up. All right? Anyways, baseball. Phillies, well, rumor is for the Phillies. Y'all Phillies fans, all right? Because I would say, I'm going to talk about this in a minute too. Dominic Brown, there's a chance that he will be traded. That's right, traded for Carlos Beltran. Now look, no, all right? If anything, you guys said last week, we should go after Hunter Pence. And I say this because Giants fans, the Giants video last week was awesome. It was great, guys. But Giants fans said, no, we want Hunter Pence too. So both of them are fighting. Atlanta is looking for someone as well. So understand that there's a lot of problems we have here, all right? Because nobody wants Carlos Beltran. And I understand this because, number one, Carlos Beltran is injury prone, all right? He's getting older. Yeah, he was an all-star player this year, but he's getting older. He's injury prone, and he's going to cost a lot. All right, he's going to cost a lot. Now, look, the Mets had said that if someone does take Beltran off of their hands, they will pay the rest of his remaining contract. What you have to worry about, though, is the next contract. Just saying. So nobody wants Carlos Beltran, all right? Sorry, Mets. Maybe if you didn't give him so much money to begin with, this wouldn't be a problem. It really wouldn't. But everyone wants Hunter Pence, and I can understand that. Phillies can use Hunter Pence. The Giants said they want Hunter Pence. I mean, seriously, understand that Hunter Pence is young. He's an upcoming guy who we haven't even seen close to his potential when it comes to his ceiling. All right, he's not hurt that much, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, of course, you get the everyday aches and pains and things of that nature, but that's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. So the guy is a legit player, and he's very physical too. He's an athlete who will play hard. So I understand why everybody wants Hunter Pence. I understand that. Brad Lidge, you can go. You can go. All right, you came in, was it yesterday, and you played okay. But every time you say, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm perfect, and they say, well, your pitching mechanic is off. You say, no, don't worry about it. I just need to get back into it. The next day, you on a DL for months. I don't understand this. Get rid of Brad Lidge. Do not mess up chemistry the way it is. I understand how Charlie is with Lidge because he always says, Lidge is my guy, Lidge is my guy. I put it like this. Even though we got Madsen, Brett Starter, we got all these guys who can close, he will make Lidge close in the playoffs. In the start of playoffs or late close to the playoffs. I'm just letting you know. This is what Charlie does, all right? Now, speaking of Giants, all right, and Phillies, y'all know the series is this week. It's getting ready to start today, 3-game series. Now, look, I have a problem with this, all right? And I say this because this isn't the series that we're all waiting for. And Giants fans said the same thing. They're not looking forward to this series. This is almost a throwaway series, and I'll explain, all right? Because the pitching matchups are already bad, all right? We got Lincecum versus Worley, all right? Now, look, as much as I love the War Machine or the Vanimal, whatever you want to call him, look, understand that going up against Lincecum is he's a fucking ace. He is, and I would expect Lincecum to win that game. But Worley he hasn't been up here all year. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Worley, but I just don't see Worley, doing very well. Now, Giants fans have said that this is a throwaway series for them because they do have a lot of guys hurt. All right, we are not using our best lineup. I mean, not best lineup. I'll say best rotation because the second game will be Barry Zito versus Hamels. I expect Hamels to kill Barry Zito. Barry Zito's garbage. All right, even Giants fans are telling us Barry Zito's garbage. All right, so and then the third game is Kane versus Kendrick. Now we all know about Kendrick. It's a joke, all right? So we don't have our best rotation out there, and they don't have all their guys out there. So this series will be as much to get excited about. Now, the series, we played them in a 4-game series in August. That's the series everyone should be happy about. That's the one you should get excited for because hopefully the Giants players will be healed and rested, and our guys will be ready to go. Seriously, it's getting closer to the playoffs. This is what we're looking forward to in August. This one is just sit back and watch. I do have tickets to all 3 games, but I may let some friends have some, but I will be going to one of them at least. But, I mean, just sitting back and just watching for entertainment-wise. It should be fun. I'm sure Giants fans are still going to come in and try to talk shit, but that's what y'all do best, all right? That's what y'all do best. No one's micing up. No one's getting on cam. It don't matter, all right? So, like I said, this series, not a big deal. Also, Washington Nationals. For those who don't know, Jason Worth, see, this is why you shouldn't have left. This is why you shouldn't have left, because now, Washington National fans and even places like bars, they're making fun of Jason Worth for every time they're running some type of beer deal now for him. It's a joke. It's a joke. All right, Jason Worth, you made your bed, now you got to lay in it. You took that money. You took that money. I don't see him finishing his career in Washington. I'm just saying. All right, he'll be traded somewhere. Somebody will take him. All right, but he won't finish in Washington as far as I'm concerned. Now, I need to move on. NBA, you guys have been asking me about this in the NBA. Look, NBA players, all right? NBA players. Oh my God. This overseas thing. Look, I don't have a problem with the overseas thing, all right? I don't. Because the NBA lockout, as far as I'm concerned, it's not going to, you know what? I don't care. I've said this before. I don't care about the NBA lockout. All right. As far as I'm concerned, if I want to play basketball, go outside and play basketball. But these NBA players now are moving on. Some are going. Was it Darren Williams? Was it going to Turkey? Kobe's in talks, and Charles Barkley has to be. Oh my God, fucking Charles Barkley. All right, fucking Charles Barkley. Let me tell you something. All right, he's sitting here saying, well, X amount. You know, these players have X amount of money coming to them. Why would they, jeopardize that? Look, Charles. These players, a lot of these players that are thinking about going overseas are already paid. They're already paid. They don't need to do anything else. All right? They don't. So Darren Williams will lose a lot of money if he goes to play for Turkey and not the Nets. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They got money. They just want to play. That's the message that's being sent here, Charles. All right? They want to play basketball, and they will go wherever to play basketball. Even, was it Rapid the Game? Yeah, he's even got a bunch of all-stars in his little team, in his little cheesy team. Yeah, so understand that this is, like I said, the players just want to play. They just want to play. This is what they do. This is what they love. All right? So it's not about money. They got money. They paid. They get paid. It don't matter. All right? But it seems like for some reason people keep thinking, it is about money all the time. And though some players do show that it is about money, and we know who, all right? There are some players who feel that way, but not all players, as you can see. Because if they're willing to take pay cuts and go overseas to play, that should bring, and I'll put it like this. Actually, when it comes down to it, this is a good thing. And I say this because David Stern, even though he's locking out the NBA, because if anyone has seen what they want to do, this is no way, all right? But, the players won't go for it. I think it's good for the fans or whatever, but it's not good. It's not going to work for the players, all right? But if the NBA is locked out and the NBA is still trying to make this franchise, we'll say, because they say it's not a national sport anymore, it's a global sport. This will actually help push the NBA when they decide to open back up again. This will actually help them. All right, so having players is pretty much like go out there and represent the NBA, go play, come back, everyone will tune into us. That's what it's going to look like. That's because the players are going to come back. They are, all right? So that's how I see things. Also, look, I need to talk about this real quick. I understand that I shifted from baseball to basketball real quick. I need to go back to this. San Diego Padres. Yes. Let me talk about this real quick, all right? For those who didn't see what happened, on Saturday, all right? On Saturday, the San Diego Padres decided to score. They scored, their fourth run against us? Now, I want to talk about this because the Phillies really reacted the right way, all right? Padres scored their fourth run. One of their players are in the dugout doing this. Number one. Yeah. What happened afterwards? We ended up putting up, 5 runs on them? Yeah. 5 runs on them. I just want to say, Padres, as much as I love San Diego, and I tell you this now, the Gaslamp District is pretty much equivalent to our South Street. I love San Diego. The people out there are great, but understand you can't have your players doing that, man. You ain't going to disrespect us in our own stadium. Nah, it don't work that way. I just got to get that out of the way. Anyways, my event status. That's right, my event status. Spotlight, Player of the Week, goes to Lee Boggins for his work, his charity work to get kids to understand their hopes and dreams and actually achieve it. Check this out.
Just helping out the kids in the community, the area that I'm from, and I also want to venture out and help the kids out in Boston. Just helping any way I can to inspire these kids to be a mentor, be a good role model for them. And just help them succeed in life and show them that anything you can do, anything you want to do, you can do it. with hard work, with perseverance, with confidence in yourself. And that's one of the things that I just want to preach to them, and I just want to give my story and tell them how hard it was for me to make it, and the odds that I overcame to make it. And from this area, I'm a product of their environment, and they can look at me and be inspired by that.
I'm supporting Lee. Lee did something to give back to the community, and anytime my friends or teammates do something, I'm available. I show up and come out here and support and hopefully bowl over 100.
I'm here to support Lee Biden. I mean, he's done a great job giving back to the community, and he's an inspiration to a lot of people, man. Just not on the field, but off the field as well. And I can only, hope to be as good as him. Follow his footsteps myself.
So like I said before, if you have a player in your neighborhood or in your city and they're doing charity work and they have video of it, please send it to me because it's getting thin out here, y'all. I'm telling you, the media loves to do more negative attention than positive. I'm just saying. Also, in more NFL news, all right, let you guys know, on Thursday, all NFL teams will be allowed to start cutting players. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more news come along the way, all right? I'll talk to y'all then. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Thanks for everything.